Hey guys, Novaexplosion, welcome back to more Metaphor ReFantazio. We're back, it's been a few days. I think we're starting mid-cutscene, if I'm not mistaken. We need to load up this one. We finished the deadline, and we have this whole plan to trick Luis with the fake lance that we're going to do, so I'm excited to see what happens next. With that decided, we all help the villagers prepare for the festival. Oh yeah, we have like a festival to go through first. I remember this. The one in Virgo Island. And once the effigy of the dragon god was complete, the sun was already down. It is the morning. Never mind, just quick skip to the evening. Who needs the morning?
Expect them to throw such a party before our departure. A far cry from our first night here in a cell.
I hear 'tis a festival in the dragon god's name, meant to ensure a safe sea voyage. In place of a lighthouse, their fire is kept burning until the morning.
I say, these locals are bally well informed. They're up to their gills in practical and theoretical magna theory. Not as focused on the mechanicals as us mainlanders, but the land's far from barbaric. Their insights could rather improve the runner's design, you know? Ah, speaking of, I finished with the lance replica.
We're finally ready.
Woo! Grand, ain't it? Dell's all better, and we've got some choice souvenirs to bring back to Lord Luis.
We're not out of the woods yet. Don't be too quick to celebrate.
Hey, come on, lads, loosen up! It's a party! We've all had a little fun.
Why is Botlin here?
And you? What's a sanctist fat cat like you doing getting all giddy over a pagan festival?
I have to laugh, don't I? You know, I thought the Crier's life had made me pretty knowledgeable about our world, but turns out most of what I knew was lies. Makes me think, maybe this is how my old father felt.
Crier a family trade, eh? Imagine that.
The Crown Theocracy does love their hereditary titles. Yeah, my old man was a serious fella. More than me, that's for sure. He called out corruption where he saw it. Made him a pariah. But there you go. Yeah, I remember he once flat out suggested igniters were more dangerous than the Crown Theocracy was letting on. And there was that riot in the slums, of course, the one started by that Parapus. The church dismissed it as paupers revolting over their conditions. But my old man, well, he said it wasn't a riot at all. Outright accused the Crown Theocracy of turning an innocent Parapus feral through horrific magic experiments.
What?
Who knows what really happened there? Either way, nobody took my father seriously. He was condemned as a liar, and he died young.
Oh, like father, like son.
Just the way it is, I suppose. People will always prefer their own feelings to the truth. Happiness is a luxury hard to come by otherwise. Hard to care about the world after that. I was a poor excuse for a crier, if you ask me. Yet, here I am. It's beyond weird. Somehow, you lot have managed to make the world seem interesting again. I'm genuinely grateful, you know? It makes a man feel as if he owes you.
You owe us nothing. Can't afford any rumors about you being biased in our favor anyway.
Fair enough, fair enough. Honestly though, you need anything, you've got me on your side. I'll do what I can. For now, I'll catch a boat ride to Altabri ahead of you. Once this festival's over, it'll be farewell for the moment. So, let's make this a bash to remember.
This is what he wants. He wants me to let my guard down.
For some fun. Bring out the treats.
Botlin wants me to let my guard down, being like, oh, this guy's not the villain. There's no possible way. Well, I'm not falling for it.
And those are?
Very blue.
The fruit is called dragon's tears. They're quite precious. Their tree only bears once every few years.
Ah, tis delicious. Beyond delicious.
Wonderful. This again. Hulkenberg's tastes are a dubious metric at best.
Please, it's the rarest of harvests, and we would like to share it with you.
The juice burst forth as soon as I put it in my mouth.
Sounds. I feel quite.
Right?
What's going on? There's something odd about the way those two are laughing. But he's crying. What is this fruit?
You see, in old times, so long times ago times, people ate this to reach a higher plane of existence and talk to the gods.
I just realized Gallica's sitting on a cup with the girls.
Ha! Yes, you certainly appear to have reached some higher state. Glad I passed.
Phew. Finally back to normal. Well, that sure felt like a festival. Not that I'm complaining.
It's just a hangover, you get over it.
Oh, and did you hear? The people of this island make a wish over that flame. It's said that if you write your wish on a piece of paper, it'll bring you good luck. We don't often get to relax like this. So why don't you go there with someone?
We certainly have plenty of time. This is a rare opportunity. Who should I invite?
You decided on someone?
Oh, you're gonna actually make me pick. Joel Hulkenberg. Nurse counts, which is interesting. Okay, it's just every character with Nurse. Every character on the Gauntlet Runner besides Fidelio and Basilio. Who do I want to choose here, actually? We're not going to choose Gallica. We're probably also not going to choose Nurse. I don't know, maybe I should choose a female. I'm not sure if this is like the quote-unquote romance event. I'm kind of torn just between Stroll, Hulkenberg, Heisme, Juna, and Yufa, to be honest. What is Nurse doing over there behind Juna? Probably not going to do Hulkenberg. We could do Stroll or Heisme. Trying to think of which one of you I want to eliminate. Be Heisme. Hard pick. At that point, like, it was such a hard pick that I just chose someone. Basically. The gentle rhythm of the waves produces a most soothing sound, a far cry from the noise and pomp of the feast. My apologies, my nose has been running since earlier for whatever reason. My eyes feel unusually sore as well. After we partook in that dish, what was it? The dragon's tear? My memories became quite hazy from that point. Could you help me recall what happened next? Yeah, I don't think this is a romance event. I think it's literally just choose your favorite character and that's settled.
Well, sure.
You poured your heart out through your tears. I thought as much. It appears as though I've embarrassed myself in front of you. I can't deny I enjoy a good drink more than most. I've made a habit of carrying a bottle with me. Consequently, I didn't think it would be possible for me to lose myself in a single serving. It may be safe to assume that the fruit was what inspired our minds to become so liberated. Alcohol doesn't hold a candle to it. I must politely refuse any further helpings, but I wouldn't say no to sitting down with you for a drink at some point. Of course, only once you have a few more years behind you and are capable of appreciating our fine drink's flavor. So that's the famed Pillar of Fire, huh? As I understand it, if we're to make our wishes a reality, all we need to do is write them down on a piece of paper and cast them into the blaze. I'm not the type to beg for the gods' favor, but it would be rude to disrespect our host's belief, so I'll partake in the ritual. Alright, yeah, welcome to Shin. That should be it. Next, we have to offer our prayer to the dragon god. Surely we are not offering prayers to that human we subdued, are we? Once it's fine, but let's not make a habit of showering devotion upon our foes. What human are we talking about? I don't know what to say here.
No.
I don't think that's quite accurate. Right, the prayers are offered to the original dragon god. I wonder if this island's deity would extend its protection to us as well. Upon further thought, perhaps we shouldn't address our wishes to the dragon god, whom we have only the most tenuous of connections with. Our wishes should belong to us alone. We already know of a power that's always at our side and provides us with strength. Yes, we should offer our wishes to our archetypes. Perhaps I'm just intoxicated by the merging of sea and flame, but I feel as though my soul has been laid bare and the blemishes upon it have been corrected. The true benefit of these festivals is the introspection they inspire in their quietest moments, I think. Oh, I'd almost forgotten, but I have a gift for you. I polish an old sword of mine. I believe you may be able to make masterful use of it. Oh, you get like a different weapon. I thought it was just like, hey, pick your favorite character. And maybe get some Magla as a result.
Right.
Thanks, Hazme. I found purpose in serving as your blade, but there may be a time when I'm unable to assist you. In those moments, I hope that my sword may offer you my protection in my stead. It's not an overly sentimental idea, is it? Perhaps the influence of the dragon's tear yet clouds my mind. After receiving Hazme's gift, we return to the others. Oh yeah, you just get a different weapon. Okay, so you get like a weapon depending on the archetype. You know, getting a thief weapon isn't so bad, actually. Do I still have the protagonist on Assassin? That'll help him.
Tell, you hear all that? What that cry was talking about?
Yeah. Sounded proper familiar to me.
It's easy to blame the Sanctus Church for the whole thing. But maybe not all of them were happy about it. Makes you think. I remember St. Rella looked like her heart was breaking, seeing us at death's door. Maybe she knew what was going on. Del, what are we believing, really? Are we absolutely positive that, you know, Count Luis's vision and ours have enough in common?
I thought we were done talking about this. He's the reason we got this far. A couple of Parapus orphans. Nobody else wants us. Nobody cares about us. We'd be nothing without Count Luis.
I know, Del, but he makes all them speeches about equality, but in the end, he's gonna leave the weak to die. I heard him talk about his ideal world, and it sounds like a world where we'd have died alone in the dirt. No Saint Rella to save us. Is that what we're fighting for?
So now I see how these guys are going to eventually get on our side, because I'm like 90% certain that one of them, probably Basilio, but I could be wrong, is going to be a party member. And going to be our final party member and our final follower.
Too late for that kind of talk, brother. Blood on our hands either way.
Hey! What are you two doing on your own? Come join the party! You'll miss the whole festival.
Lady Juna.
What's that look about? I know you...
Oh, whoops. I pressed X too fast.
What's that look about? I know you're absolutely smitten with me, love, but you needn't be so tense about it.
Do you plan to kill Count Luis?
What are you talking about? He can't be killed anyway.
Lady Juna, I don't think your heart is with Count Luis anymore. Or maybe it never was. There's a side of you that you only show them. But us, starting to think we've never seen the real you.
Are you really so worried for Count Luis? He's the one who measures worth in power. So what would he think to hear you underestimating him?
So you don't actually work for Forden or nothing then? No ulterior motives?
I've been with Count Luis since before the race even started, haven't I? Ever since he was stripped of command.
Hey, Del.
I'm sorry if I made you worry. That's my fault. But trust me on this. I promise I'll make sure this world's got more to give you two than despair.
I saw it with my own eyes. That lance gets past the king's magic. That means it can kill a candidate. They were testing it among themselves, and Lady Juna was right there with them.
You serious? How are we supposed to report that to Count Luis?
Don't worry, it's my own problem. I told you to leave the thinking to me.
You know why? I really like Lady Juna's songs, and I like seeing you listening to her when you get the chance. You got arm around your heart, Del, and her music pierces it. I don't want to kill Lady Juna. And you don't either, Del. Do you?
Ooh, I'm getting hyped.
So?
Stuff is about to get wild. Tomorrow's the big day. Let's make sure we're plenty rested. Yeah, okay. Dude, this game is so, like it's got me hooked. I just can't wait to see what happens. How do I save again? It's like up on the D-pad. This is gonna be like the classic, like, oh, we're gonna go deal with Count Luis, but very obviously, like, something else happens and kind of takes a different direction for the rest of the story, because we only have, like, just under 2 months of the game left. So surely we're coming up to the climax. I'm sure we still have a lot of game to go, a good amount of game to go, but surely we're not too far from the climax based on the calendar and the followers. Maybe we're like a smooth, like a calm 60% through the game. Maybe 70, but maybe like 60. When we first arrived, I never thought we'd be making the journey to Altabury with hope in our hearts. Let the waves rock us then, we'll prepare ourselves for the trials to come. I hope the brothers are okay. I don't think they know the particulars of our plan, but we can't let our guard down.
Well,
I just hope we can get out of here without being attacked. You and me both.
I beg your pardon, but...
Well, since we'll be journeying together for some time, I want to thank you for having me. I'm sad to leave my brother and will miss him dearly, but I know in my heart this will be a grand adventure.
Yes.
I cannot have my stomach grumbling while afield. I should buy myself a small ration of something before we depart. The trouble is finding a food that will not spoil. Or my royal virtue. We got tolerance and imagination to 4, courage is at 3.5, wisdom is at also like 3.5, give or take. I think we also, don't we have like a request? I didn't get to do this one, unfortunately. But the next time the game gives me free time, we'll have to do it. We get some courage from it. More will give me imagination, that gives me courage. Oh yeah, this is like the level 60 worm. That's why I didn't do that one. And that's just Neurus, it comes when it comes. Alright. I imagine we're gonna be in like story mode for a bit, which I'm honestly fine with.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Well, this is certainly new information for me. No one ever told me about an age of kings. I must say, I'm sad to leave the island, if for no other reason than every meal here that has been an utter delight. I'm almost certain you said the same thing when we left Brylehaven and Martira. A new world of cuisine is but a few days away if you'll just be patient. Mind your tongue, Stroll. A few days is thrice as many meals. Wow, you really are taking this hard. Well, when you said your goodbyes to the people and the food, meet at the Gauntlet Runner.
hold on.
Do I need to buy anything before heading out? When you're ready, everyone will be waiting for you at the Gauntlet Runner. I probably should take one last look at the shops. So doesn't this, like, get me, Magla? Oh, that's for speeches. My bad. What's, like, the rock you can pray at that they have in this game?
Hey,
Let's see. I might want to praise some of these items. Also sell all of that. I have so much read. Holy cow. And their frog staff. Not bad for a mage. I'd rather just do this and then see what it is later. To be honest. Oh, wait, one more. I have a couple of these to appraise. Yeah, give me some spirit dust. We have a recon user, so we don't really need too many revival medicines. I'll take some stuff for anxiety. I hardly ever use a Radney's thread.